What is up, guys? Lecookie here. Today we are doing a basically preview slash sneak peek of what's to come in the future. And obviously, if you can tell by the title, no, this is not fake. It's actually in development. I've been given permission to kind of give a little sneak peek about what's going on. And yeah, this is basically the start of Retail Tycoon 2. So a lot of people have been asking, how come there's no updates to the original Retail Tycoon? And basically, the answer Aggie would give you is when he first started making it a while back, he wasn't as organized. And it's basically after you have so much stuff inside of a game, and if you didn't have it organized from the start, it can be a lot harder to add items. And so, with him basically creating a new one and a sequel to it, he's able to reorganize it. That way, he has the ability to set up a system that makes it easier to add items. And so instead of having a table where you can just say, add in this, do this, it's more like what some people might understand as spaghetti code. I think that's the word he used. And so with this, there's going to be a lot more content updates more frequently once it is fully released. Currently, right now, the game is not released to the public, even as a testing phase. As you can see where I'm running around at, it's nowhere near completion, ready for the public testing phase, paid access, any of that. I just kind of want to showcase a few features that it's going to have that people have asked for in the first Retail Tycoon, and just kind of like give you guys a little gist, get you guys a little pumped up about it, so make sure you guys know you have something to look forward to. And so it features all new tabs, camera settings. You can be on your store, yourself. He's working on the settings still, but it's got a whole new different kind of tab. Obviously, the buy cash, managing your store. This is obviously your inventory, and it's a lot easier, better laid out to buy the stuff. And then you can buy 500 for 5,000. Instant delivery is plus 25%. So now you have to wait for your items, or you can pay a little bit more to get them right away. And so obviously there's a lot more coming soon, and anything in this video is by no way a final reflection of what's going to be in the game. It's just kind of to give you guys a good heads up of what's in there. And so, like, obviously right here all we have is test items. We don't have any official items in the game yet. This is just to give you guys a little gist. And so the new stocking shelf feature is actually nice. Let me go ahead and get a couple things built first. And so when you open your build tab, it's now just all one section. You can undo, redo, rotate, move, delete, obviously finish it. And then we got different concrete, and so maybe a different parking lot system. I still haven't fully gotten the full plan for the game. And so this might be a sidewalk, a fancy sidewalk. This could be you're building your own parking lot. Like I said, this game is still very early in development. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. And Aggie said it was alright to release a couple details about the game. And just kind of give my little opinion on how things are going to go. So maybe this is just a drive-in because I don't see parking spaces on there. Or that could be something to come. And so I'm still not fully in the loop because I'm not on the development team, obviously. But I'm just trying to give you guys my opinion and just kind of like what I can try to pick up off of it. And then this is what is probably the highest requested feature inside Retail Tycoon. If you've ever watched my speed build, you know the pain of trying to place walls like this the whole time. It gets annoying because then sometimes it'll rotate like that automatically. And I mean, it's still a great system. Nothing even close to what I can make. I mean, way better by far. But now, what a lot of people ask for is the drag and click. So much easier to just build and build and build and build. I mean, it's just so much smoother. It doesn't try to rotate unless you actually press R to rotate it. And then, like I said, we have the undo button. I guess it's not done yet. Like I said, I still haven't fully tested out all what's completed, what's still being worked on. And yeah. And then we actually have our sliding doors now. And so I'm gonna place them over here so I can show you guys here in a second. They're really nice. They're actually automatic sliding doors. I'll show you that in just a second. And then we have our objects now. Oh, ooh, did I just find out? I guess this is a parking space. Okay, so that probably can increase how many customers you have in. And so like I said, by no means is anything I say going to be final for the game. I'm just giving my opinion. But what I think would be cool to see with this is if the more parking spaces you have, the more customers you have. So you actually can build like a full-on mall, because this looks like a really big plot. This definitely looks bigger than previously before. And so with a plot like this, I feel like you can make a parking lot that maybe wraps around and then have like a nice outlet mall in the middle, kind of like what I've built before in Retail Tycoon 1, which that would definitely be really cool. I think, is this cars? Because I know I saw these cars here. That says front. Huh. I'm interested to see what all this is going to turn out into, which is definitely going to be fun. As of now, they're kind of just blocks. So we'll see what that turns into. See, there's definitely a lot more. As more stuff gets added to the game, I'm gonna be releasing new videos about Retail Tycoon 2 and just kind of what's to come. But I was already messing around with the shelves a little bit, that's why those are there. But I'm gonna go ahead and place a couple more here. I like that new drop feature. You can actually drop them and you can still do the building line with these, which is really cool. And one thing I didn't even show you guys yet. Whoa, how did I just do that? Okay. Oh, those are facing that way. I thought they were placed like that. Which I was going to say, if you can place them like that and then drag it down, that'd be really neat. But this is still definitely a lot smoother building system. But like it just showed, you can actually build whole rows of it. And that animation is just really cool. It's not laggy, real smooth. I mean, that's just great. And so I'm going to go ahead and place a couple more of these pits here. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on to the more new inventory system. So we're going to switch this camera back. Oh, I'm stuck in the door. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So this is obviously not going to be the full walk speed. But if you come up to these doors, well, they were working before. Let's see. Maybe they're a little broken. A little something to work on. But if you come up here, I'm gonna let them close. This is kind of where I realized it, but then you walk up to them, they're automatic. It's got a little sensor on them, which that's definitely nice and fancy. But if we go ahead and go into our stock shelves tab, you can actually click on the item you want to stock. So we're gonna go to test items, and then it highlights what you're allowed to put it in. And so for test item 1, these go on the shelf, which this is definitely neat to see. And so instead of having a full count right now, and having to just basically fill up the whole thing, you can just fill a little bit, and if you click it again, it fills more, until it's full. And so it just takes a couple clicks to fill them, and you can basically say you have shelves in the front that you want to keep more full, but maybe one in the back where there's not as many customers that you don't want to have as full. You can definitely do that a lot easier now. Keep your products toward the front, and yeah, it's definitely. He said there's a lot more to come in the inventory system. He says he wants to make it a lot more advanced, and yeah. And so that's how that one works. And then if we go to test item 2. This one goes on there instantly, and so like I said, he's still got a lot more to do. We do test item 3. Yep, that one's also instant. So he was just trying to test out different ways of doing it. And if we go to test balls, so this might be a new item, little ball pits in your store. You can fill up your little ball pits, and oh, this is already here. And so if you go to shelves, this is the items you can put on the shelves. If you go to test bin, which will obviously just be bin, or say there's going to be racks or any other different types of shelves that's already in the first Retail Tycoon, plus more in this one. It'll tell you what can go on that, and then you can choose to stock it. Or you can click the empty button, and empty your shells. I guess I can't empty these, so it's still being worked on, but that's definitely all right. Yeah, and then to close out, just hit the stock shelves tab again, or you can do the X. There we go. Not working. Wasn't working on the other one, but like I said, yeah, there's going to be different inventory systems. There's obviously going to be something like kind of like what the manager is right now to auto restock, and he said he's planning on adding a lot more objectivity into this game. So right now, Retail Tycoon, there's a couple badges, but the main goal of the game is to just get the biggest store. And one problem I had when trying to make a series out of it is once you get to a store that fills the whole plot and then you have the whole thing filled, then it's just more of grinding than actually playing the game. And that's kind of the problem that was run into is after a while, once you get the biggest store on all three of your plots, then it's just kind of more of like what I was doing with the speed builds, is trying to see what different kind of stores you can build, what works the best, and all that. And so there's going to be more objective to the game, and definitely like just more content to it. I know he's got big plans for the game. Nothing right now is final. He's going to let me know with any changes come in. If I did say something wrong, because like I said, I'm not on the development team. So this is like strictly kind of my input on it. I want to make sure like that's just out there. And but yeah, there's definitely some high hopes and high dreams for this game to definitely make it a successful sequel to the first one. And so if you guys want to get updates on this, I will be posting more of them on my channel. Definitely drop a subscribe. That makes total sense, right? Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more updates on this game. If you want to see speed builds on the first one. Any other kind of crazy fun content that I like to post, just let me know. And leave a comment down below with what you guys want to see, what your guys' input is. And I'll make sure any kind of suggestions you guys have that you want to see in the second one, they get forwarded to the proper channels. So thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.